Greetings, everyone. I am the infamous Jay for Let's Play Champions Online Part 10. In the last episode, we were doing some of the missions with Chief Surhoff again. So now I'm going to branch off and go talk to Julie Morgan, and we're going to do her chain real quick. Her chain's pretty short, and it's pretty funny. But there's one thing I need to do that I noticed in some of my parts. I need to take and fix up some of the audio. Let's tweak that up. I don't want that at all. Voice volume, okay, 100%. Okay. Okay, now we got that set. The voice volume was at 100%, but when the overall's down, you can't hear nothing. So now let's see what happens. Alright, we have 4 missions from her, confidential source Jackson, which we'll do later. We have King Pong, No Country with Old Comics, and Comics Torsion. Alright, let's go ahead and do King Pong. We're going to go ahead and collect 3 of these right now. And the first one we're actually going to do is over here, which is number 1, Comics Torsion. We rescue Steve Short and Dino Disgency, which I might not have a chance to say because this guy's over here. But basically, we're saving these 2 comic nerds that own Country Comics. And you notice I'm getting attacked by a random mob that now got away from me. No, 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 no. I rescued you. Run away. There we go. And we'll also do the next one right on top of that. No Country with Old Comics. Collect comic book back issues, which are these boxes here. Or, excuse me, comic book stock. They say it's comic book back issues. So, I'm going to go with what they say in the game, which is this comic book stock. We're going to pick up 10 of these crates and then get them back. Then right after that, we're going to go ahead and do King Pong. This is where I'm going to start doing more missions and chain them out instead of do one at a time. Which will make it a little easier and a little faster for the LP, and on top of that, a little faster for everything else, especially the level grinding. Now trust me when I say this, I have played this game. Again, I've said this in earlier parts, I have played this game a lot, so some of this stuff I've got pretty much memorized, and other parts of it, depending on the mission, not so much. And there are hidden missions in this game. If you look hard enough, you can find them. I will try to show these off if I can, but if I can't, or I don't remember the spot, then I'll take and we'll just continue on. So anyway, let's go ahead and collect this stock here. We're up to 6 now. Let's go ahead and get the last 4 and get done. Derp running! This is after you attack continuously for so long and you got your travel power on. We call it derp running. Basically, you run like you are at normal speed, but you're actually got your travel power on. I kind of like this little minor glitch. I think it's funny when it happens, especially with the male characters. They look like they're just running in hyper speed when they're not. Alright, 2 more caches and we're done. There's one. There's 2. These normally have a really quick respawn rate, so don't worry if you're out here and you got several people doing it. They will respawn pretty quickly. Like this one I picked up about 2 minutes ago, and this one just now respawned. Alright. Now our last but not least, King Pong. which is a fair distance away. We're going to go ahead and go derp running and get ourselves there. Here's another thing. Glad I passed by here. Sherrera's here is actually a place where you can go RP. You can actually enter this bar, and it's a little area where you and your friends can come in and RP in this area. The easiest way to find Sherrera's bar, it's on the opposite end wherever this crane wrecked. So just look around the wrecked crane area, and you should find it pretty quickly. So basically, find this fire truck, and you want to head straight that way past the billboard and everything. You can't miss it. Our objective's directly south of us. I'm just going to run through this enemy-filled area. I don't really care if I'm taking damage or not. Yay, almost there. Boing. He said this over. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Normally, you can slip on these ping pong balls every now and then. Yeah, like that. You can actually slip on them. They will not do damage to you, but they'll just go... It'll just mess with your character for a second. And it also will mess with the enemy character, so that's kind of a hilarity ensues moment. Ah, here we are. There's the door I want to enter. Alright, let's investigate here. Whoops. Survive the ambush. Pfft, easy for me. I kill everything in about 2 or 3 shots. And now we're gonna return all 3 of these at one time to Miss Julie Morgan. So now we're gonna have to. Alright, see, after leaving the instance and coming back in, oops. That was a strange glitch. Usually you can jump over them and not have them slip you, but I guess not. Excuse me. Yeah, I was going to click that one. This one should level me. Alright. Fox Battle of the Network Stars. Confront Foxbat in the WCOC TV station. Alright. Now this one right here is actually a funny freaking mission. You'll see why when I get there. Hilarity shall ensue. There we go. Running, 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 running. We might be back here at another point, folks. Just to keep that in mind.
How dare you interrupt my newscast? I'm Rob Mahogany, Millennium City's most beloved newscaster.
Sorry, pal. You've just been preempted by the Foxbat Show, coming to you live and in thrilling Foxovision.
You can't do this. Do you know who I am? I have a mansion filled with fancy books and rich Corinthian leather. I'm kind of important, darn it.
Nobody is more important than Foxbat. And after I take down a few superheroes on live TV, I'll have the ratings to prove it.
And now we're introduced to good old Foxbat. That guy is a freaking nut job. His whole goal is to be, he considers himself to be the greatest supervillain ever. No joke. The greatest ever. And he has decided that no matter what, he's going to take down some superheroes, show off in front of the crowd, and become a mega sensation supervillain. Well, let's just say he's not up to par, even with just being a mook. That's my opinion, though. But the gang that we fight with him is the Fox Battle Bots, as they call themselves. He has set security, his fanboys, which are people that actually joined his club. These are geeks that actually think he's the most awesome thing to ever appear in the world. Well, our mission here is to basically save all of the newscast team that's in here and defeat Foxbat. I just can't believe I shot a couple goons in the bathroom, but oh well. Now, old Foxbat here has several attacks. That one, it's about to land on me, which is a 12-ton weight, is one of his more powerful ones. He has holds, stuns, quite a few number of attacks. As you see in his right hand, right here, this is his amazing Foxbat ping pong launcher gun. He launches ping pong balls out of it, and his invention converts those ping pong balls into deadly weapons. So, kind of think of him as an anti-Batman in a way. But he's freaking nuts. But that's pretty much this mission in a nutshell. It's a real simple mission. It's just a quick beat 'em up and save the civilians, like we did in our last part with the reluctant recruits. Except now we're saving high-profile television stars in Millennium City. The newscast team. Nothing more important than the news, I guess. Anyway, we've got to return back to Julie Morgan and go ahead and turn this mission in. And hopefully I will get to level 15 after doing a few more as we go along. I will not be staying in this area again, folks. I will be leaving as soon as I get to a certain particular level, and we'll be going to another area of the game. I don't want to get stuck in one spot. That I know to other people that probably drives them crazy too. But when you first start out the game, you're pretty much limited to Westside until further notice. I'm going the wrong freaking way. I got this feeling I am. Nope. Good for me. Hey, even us veterans have our moments of, oops, I don't know which way I'm going. Anyway, let's see here. Julie Morgan should be up here. Make a hard left. Not get hit by the car. No, if you do run into a vehicle, the vehicles will not give you damage, so that's a plus. And per complete, Foxbat and fandom. Once you complete that small chain of missions, you actually do get that. So we need to go talk to confidential source Jackson, hanging outside Leo's bar. Burt Jackson is actually a spoof of a character from Big Trouble in Little China, Jack. That's all I can remember. The movie, I haven't seen that movie in probably 20 years. I was a little kid when I seen it too, and even then, it was actually quite a funny movie. That's the 80s for you, folks. Even the horror movies were funny. Heck, even the nowadays standards, the horror movies are more hilarious than they are scary. What happened? What happened to the horror movie genre? As you see, we got some more missions that's opened up, and I'm going to go down here to Mr. Jackson and talk to him, and he'll probably lead us to these people anyway. If not, I'll just ride by him and go from there. Like right there, he sends us to Lin Kui. And you got Dragon Brawl. Okay, mine's in location. Alright. I believe it's pronounced Lin Kui. I'm not too familiar with some names, so you have to give me a little break here. I'm not the greatest grammar aficionado, nor am I good with my literacy, because I am from the deep south, and you can hear it in my accent that sometimes I screw up my speech. It's them syllables, man. Syllables. It looks like somebody's got to that mission before me, so... Yep. Somebody else is doing that mission, so I can't do it at the moment. So we're just going to go down here to Lin Kui and... See? I'm doing it again. I don't know. I do not know how to play. Is it Lin Kui? Lin Kui? We're just going to call you Lin. Conjure Quan Kai. Find Quan Kai in the building courtyard northeast station and quit shooting me. So we're going to go take down Quan. I think it's pronounced Key because the first thing when I seen Quan, first thing I was thinking of Quan Chi from Mortal Kombat, play on words. So I'm going to guess it is Key. I don't know. I'm very unfamiliar with name. I'm not really great at names. Sometimes I can nail it on the mark, and then sometimes I can't. But now we're dealing more with the Cult of the Red Banner out here. Westside story. Escort Quan Key away from the cult of the Red Banner gang members. Sounds good enough to me. Now note this escort will actually, instead of cower in fear, she will actually attack with you. So if she got close to these guys, she would actually pull out dual swords and start attacking these guys. See? She's actually going to run down and gun them for me. But you're supposed to escort her safely. Yeah, safely. She can't die. If she dies, then you done messed up. Let's see here. What I'm trying to do is stay ahead of her a little bit and take out the gangs as we go along. And get her back to safety. She's going to go straight across into the street. So we're going to have to take down these guys, which are a part of Viper. I'll get more into Viper as we go along. Like right there. That guy attacked her. What did she do? She pulled out two swords out of nowhere and decided she's gonna attack. Yep. And we're done with that. Let's go back up here to Dragon Brawl to see if we can go ahead and complete that one. Just out of curiosity. I would rather get a chance to do it, but the sooner you get into the higher levels of Westside, which is not too hard to get to, you'll pretty much get there rather quickly. You'll get there pretty quickly, and then that's when you start seeing more people doing the same missions you're doing. Sometimes you can ask them, hey, can we team up and do this one? I'm particularly doing this one right now. Me, personally, I'm more of a solo artist, so I'd rather do the missions myself, and I'm going the wrong damn way again. Crap. Yeah, I'm getting a little more gritty with my language. I try not to cuss, I really do, but when I mess up, my OCD kicks in, and the next thing I know, I'm like, That's how I feel. And she has not respawned yet, unless somebody else has already nabbed her. So I guess we're going to play a little bit of the waiting game here. Oh boy. I'm going to build off a little more than I can chew, because everybody and their grandmother's after me now. But I still won. So while we wait, I wanted to show off another thing. Once you hit level 10, you'll get this little device in here. It actually would say level 10 supply kit, but I've already opened my supply kit to get some items. You will get these once every 5 levels. So you'll get a level 10, level 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. And they'll give you all sorts of random goodies like an XP boost, health patches, a recovery 4-pack, which is basically once you die, you can click your device down here. You can click his triumphant recovery device, and booyah, you get an instant revive with full health and full energy. Oh, good, she's back. Just like our previous episode with previous mission with Quan Key, you talk to Maya Zan and you have to escort her. But instead of attacking, she's more of a wimp. She's gonna cower like that. even though that enemy was defeated, she cowered down before him. I think I noticed something here. I wonder. I'm actually just a slight hair taller than her. Like I said earlier with the Quan Kai mission, or Quan Ki, Quan Kai, whatever. Whatever your name is, lady. I know it's Quan. Anyway, depending on who your escort is, sometimes they will help you, and sometimes they'll cower in fear like Maya Zen here. The only reason I know how to pronounce Maya's last name correctly is because I remember the old Johnny Quest cartoons and Dr. Zen. He was actually a fun villain. Sir, please step away. That's what you call a troll, folks. He's just trying to intentionally annoy me and make me fail the mission. Get the hell out of my way, you dumb something or another. But yeah, that is a typical troll in here. They will sometimes go to a certain mission. Oh, I didn't get the mission first, so I'm just gonna mess with yours while I'm here, and they will do that. So I know what he can do. He can go himself. I'm not gonna degrade myself to saying the F word, unless I get really, really, really upset, and you'll know that when that's happening. You folks might see that in the future. Alright, let's talk to Lynn here. And all of her missions are done. Finally. Yeah, she just had the one, which is help her sister, Quan. So we're going to go back down here to Burt Jackson. And go ahead and turn in Big Trouble. And, well, he's done. Okay, I guess back to Chief Surhoff. Which ain't too far, actually. Ow, quit shooting me. Rescue the researchers, a viral campaign, and Detroit River bound. So we're going to find those, go to the city's high security storage bunker, and stop the Black Ace from trying to steal our technology. Why would a gang want to steal alien technology? That no make sense. Anyway, rescue tied up members of the MCPD before they are weighted down and thrown into the river by the Black Aces and their allies from other gangs. We're going to go do Detroit Riverbound, since I know for a fact that one is the farthest mission away, because that one's down here, and then we'll just slowly make our way back up. So now we get to make a mad dash for it. That's a pretty cool costume. Sorry, folks. ADHD moment. Excuse me. Anyway, now we're starting to get a little more with Chief Surhoff's missions. We're starting to get a little more into an intricate part with the gangs. We're going to start learning a little more about them as we go along. Besides them being a gang that roughs people up and does the usual gang activities, some of these guys are starting to act a little weird. Like, a usual gang activity is what we're getting ready to stop now. Stop them from hooking in policemen into the river. Something odd is to defeat the Black Aces raid leader for viral campaign. They want to steal alien technology. I'm trying to figure out, why would a gang want to steal a particular alien technology? Something just don't add up in my head for that one. But we're almost here. Do 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 do. Basic mission summary: save 8 police officers. That's about it. I'll run around, just basically kill them all. Yeah, the good thing is you don't have to untime too. As soon as you defeat the enemies, it's like they all of a sudden break loose. So if they could have broke loose like that at any time, why didn't they just do it? Kick these guys in the ding ding and just run for it. Like, seriously. Yep, knew he was going to do that. A little chain attack. And you see, even though at the very end of the period you had 2 Black Aces fighting Purple Gang members, so their alliance is not solid. I think we may have had a hand to deal with that, messing up some of their plans and thwarting it. And that one actually makes us go to another mission giver, which will give us random missions later on. Socrates, aka our crime computer friend. Alright, like I said, now we're going to go straight to the next one. If I can quit targeting the damn dumpster. Thank you. A viral campaign. Okay. Good old Dr. Pepper, my buddy. So the only thing we have to do is technically defeat the raid leader. All of the enemies in this is going to be either a Queen of Pain, it's going to be a King of Pain and a Queen of Pain. So basically what we're going to be doing is dealing with most of the 2-bar health enemies. So like I said, most of them are going to be Queens and Kings of Pain. So, or Kings of Fist, excuse me. It's either Kings of Fist, King of Pain, and mostly the other ones are Queen of Pain. Okay, I'll take it back. Their name is just strictly King of Fists. And there we are. Quick, short, and to the point. Just defeat this guy right here. This 3-barred enemy called a raid leader. That's all we had to do. And our exit door should be, yep, right there. Some of these missions, again, are relatively short. It's just go through and defeat them and call it a day. Or do a certain action and you're done. Ain't much to talk about in Westside other than you have these gangs that are affiliated in one way or another. Like a short description, the Black Aces are more of, they are a spoof from the movie A Clockwork Orange. If you haven't seen that movie, I recommend go check it out. But I will warn you, it is not for kiddies. That movie is definitely not for children. because it is very, very violent. Also, extremely crude language. Also, let's see, the Cobra Lords are spoofed upon your typical biker gang, strong arm bike gangs. Purple Gang, your typical, like, say, like the Godfather mob movies, things of that nature. The Foxbat fans are more unique. They're more to this game. Like I said earlier with the Foxbat fans, they are normal citizens that align themselves by joining the Foxbat fan club and help the goofy goober take and do stuff. Wait a minute, where the hell am I going? Ah! Damn it. I see threes all over this place because that's the Socrates computers, and they are everywhere. Don't believe me? Check it out. I'm just scrolling through the map, and all those question marks with a 3 are go talk to Socrates. Even the 2s are connected to it. But mostly you see 3s, and like I said, those computers are everywhere. That's why I get confused on this map sometimes. Is when you got to turn in something to Socrates, she pretty much blows your map up and says, "Here, come back to me, please. I can't allow you to keep questing, David." I don't think you should do that, Jaxx. Anyway, I'll quit that. HAL 9000, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, there's that. So basically what we got to do is rescue kidnapped researchers, which the Black Aces supposedly have kidnapped. Like there's one right now. I'm going to have another 3 gang members here in a minute because they've spotted me. I'll go ahead and eliminate them. There we go. Gotta keep on, just to keep on trucking. Quit shooting me. I didn't do anything to you. I'm gonna put a bullet in your shoulder. Maybe 3. Black Aces gang war. Now we got 2 gang wars. I can call it the Cobra Lords and the Black Aces to help me. And you notice the Black Aces aren't using conventional pistols. They're using some kind of techie looking pistol. Okay, we gotta find one more researcher, and I have not the first clue where he is. these missions, when you do this, rescue this guy or beat him up, after a while, like any typical person is going to get, they're going to eventually get a little bit bored. But if you keep pushing on, you'll finally get to some better missions and a whole lot more fun in the game. That's just me personally. Because this low stuff here, normally I would get up to about, now I'm just going to tell you my method of leveling up. I would pretty much hit about level 20 is where I would stop. I would stop there, and then I would start doing particular alerts, especially, say, like up here. Dockside Dust Up Nemesis. I would be doing that continuously for the next 3 hours. But for this Let's Play, I will not be doing the alerts until in-game, which is level 40. I will not touch them, or in case I need to do it for a quick boost in a level, I'll do them off screen. But my normal method is to go ahead and just use the XP smashes after level 20 and just start boosting my level up. Get in with a big group, get in with a 5-man team, go ahead and we just start spamming them and calling it a day. Anyway, back to this message. Mission. Oh, I got babushka. A babushka. Anyway, that... Sorry, sidetracked myself again. What we're doing here is... Basically, we're going through here. We rescued 5 scientists up in the warehouse. We used the sewer entrance, and now we got to find another 5 guys that these villains decided to take and kidnap and are doing God knows what they're doing to them. And this right here would be the actual torture, man. Smelling crap all day. Ugh. Gross. Just gross. Most words I see. I don't know if this is typical in the big cities. If somebody drop a comment on, do the homeless actually make cardboard boxed areas in the sewer area? I know it would be damp, but it wouldn't be like nasty wet like on the streets. That's always been a curious question. Now I know you might typically find garbage down here, but I didn't know if like little cardboard huts. It's like, hey, this is my house kind of deal. Just always had that curious question. I live out in the country, so I don't see that the homeless thing often. Oh yeah. And we're done. Now, all 3 of these we have to return to Socrates. I'm going to show you a quick place where I go to deal with this particular set of missions. Dot, dot, dot. Ellipses. Anyway. My question is, okay, we've seen that guy just popped up on me when I just said dot, dot, dot to be a jackass. His supergroup name, if you couldn't see it, said The Gay Agenda. And I'm trying to figure out how they passed gay in that because, believe it or not, the word gay, G-A-Y, is considered like profanity because, you know, people call them, like, you know, guys when they get in those typical PvP matches and one bests the other one, the loser will call the other guy gay for winning and all that silliness and all that. Like I said, my question is how did they get that past the freaking censorship? Because this game's got a massive censorship. You can't even make acronyms out of a curse word. Try it, you'll fail. But anyway, I'll take in... Anyway, enough of my rant there. I just... Wow. Just wow. I'm sorry. That's just a wow moment. Personally, I don't have nothing against gay people. whether it be the homosexual men or women. I have nothing against them, nothing like that. I'm just surprised. I'm just actually just the shock value of how you get that past the censors just is beyond belief for me. That flipped me out. Alright, Surhoff, what do we got for? Millennium City's Most Wanted. Use Chief Surhoff's Hello Inducer to get into Leo's bar, located in Westside City. Talk to Tony Madness to find the location of the 3 felons coordinating. Find and feed all 3 fugitives. Alright. So this is a mission where we gotta take the Hollow Deucer and go back to Leo's bar and go deal with the another character it's in that bar, which is Tony Madness. The last time we did this is when we talked to Albert the Weasel Tudbury to go get the fake weapons off the streets from some of the gangs. Namely, the Maniacs were the gang that had those safeguarded pretty close. Whoop. That guy just entered in without putting that hollow inducer on. He is so boned. Now, normally you can't go in here and take all these guys down. Like now, these guys are so weak, I would just shred through them. I understand you're looking for the escaped prisoners, Harley McDonough, Gil Everett, and Caleb Showalter. I have no love for those losers. How about I tell you where you can find them? I know that Harley McDonough is in the new Purple Gang area near the big warehouses. Gil Everett is hiding out in the Red Banner clan territory near the Cambridge Biotechnologies laboratory. Caleb Showalter is hiding out in the Black Aces neighborhood in one of those covered warehouse bays. You, sir, are one hell of a snitch. But I can dig it. Hey, I'm a hero. Snitches are my best friend. Good old Dr. Pepper. And you see Bert has another mission for us, but we're going to go ahead and take care of Millennium City's Most Wanted. Now, as you see, as he said, they are spread out. And, yeah, these guys are really spread out. So the first one we're going to go tackle is down here. If you're wondering how I did that with the X, basically, if you open up your main map and you click a spot, you'll cause an X to appear. What does that do? It'll pop up right here on your mini-map and let you be able to go to the direction you need to go for a particular mission objective if it doesn't show up. Now you notice that there are arrows on the corners, but I can't half pay attention to those arrows where I'm going, so I normally am bad to create my own X. Like he should be down here in the next one. Yep. And these felons pretty much have some info for some of these gangs, and they'll run to whoever's going to pay them the highest offer for whatever they want. That, or those 3 are collaborating with the gangs in some way, shape, or form, and they are helping out the gangs of Westside try to take over. Well, that's Mr. Caleb Showalter down. Next stop we're going to go is straight up. And we're probably going to be taking down Gil Everett or Harley McDonough. Or McDonough. Ah. Who's the mission giver out here? Oh, it's Bert. Hey, Bert. Quit shooting me. I did nothing to you. Yet. Okay, so I'm going to guess, since we're in the Chinatown area now, this is going to be Gil Everett. As explained to us earlier. So we're going to be taking down Gil Everett. And it's fine and dandy with me. It don't matter. Crime doesn't pay. Period. Yep, we're at the biotechnologies laboratory area. So yeah, we're going to be taking down Gil Everett way up here. Because the last guy will be Harley, and he is located near the Purple Gang hideout. And here's our man right now, Gil Everett. Alright, last but not least, Mr. Harley McDonough. Whoa, don't want to go in there. There's a good reason for that. I'm thinking about it while I'm here taking a tour. You see, this guy says his name's Gulfstream from the Gulf Streams. Well, this is Millennium City High School. And what's unique about this is that you've got two gangs out here. It's just your normal high school kind of thing. You have Hammerheads, which is one gang, and then you have the Gulfstreams. These guys are your typical high school, just a little high school gang. It's sort of like back in the 40s, 50s, the greasers versus the preppy guys. The rich kids on the block. That kind of deal. And I know I am taking the extremely long way around. I just noticed this. Ah, here we are. Thank you. There he is. What in the world? I'll investigate later. You can also do it on your mini map here too. You can actually put X's on it. Right now, I'm going to go back to Chief Surhoff and go ahead and turn this mission in, and we're going to call this an episode. Or maybe not. Why not? I'm going to show you an exciting mission here. We're going to enter the prison and we're going to stop a riot. Yes, sir. Oh, good gravy. How many enemies are there? I think I should have powered up before I came in here. Yep. Where the hell is he? Oh, you gotta be... Yes, just to let you know, that was another wild glitch. That sometimes, just sometimes, enemies will get stuck in the wall. I don't know why that happens. Just back away from the area, and sometimes they'll just unstick themselves. That is a weird glitch to me. Okay, so we gotta find the guard. And let's stop a riot. We gotta help these injured guards, and we gotta find the right one that has the key card. Do 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 do. Who knows who has this key card? You have to talk to all these guys to find the key card, so unless you do it by memory. Ah! Thank you. I'll go ahead and talk to him too. Just get him off the floor. Save yourself, sir. Oh, look at there. There's old Gil Everett again. And he was talking to one of his buddies before I pretty much pumped him full of lead again. Hey, didn't I just capture you earlier? Damn, they did a number on this prison. There's Mr. McDonough. Oh, let's open up cell block A.
Come on! Let me out!
What do we got going on here? Oh, it's Kevin Poe.
What took you so long? I'm glad you don't work for me. If you were my goons, you'd be packed up in little freezer birds by now.
What the? When did he learn magic? I know he had shadow powers and munitions, but how did he learn to teleport? Alright, we had one that... It says we apprehended him, but he got away. Well, let's go through B and see what we can do here. Apprehend Zoe Loft and Frank Zaretti. Uh-oh. Double team. You defeat one of them, you get them all. Apprehend Ludwig, in quotes. What in the world's a Ludwig? What the? I don't know what you're saying to me, dude, but it doesn't sound pretty.
I send you now to the meeting place my agents mentioned earlier. God, Iron, take care of this hero.
We hadn't seen that guy since the very first few missions that we done. That is Hypan. And he has sent his two best goons, Gold and Iron, after us, but they didn't stand a chance. So, all of these supposed villains that we captured, except for Ludwig, I didn't do the rest of the missions for him. Kind of jumped the gun a little bit, folks. But I'm mainly just showing off the game and playing it. But I'm not, I'll say right now that I'm not going to 100% this game, so I'm not going to go through every single story arc. I'm just going to do what I can as I go along. So let's exit the prison and tell Chief Surhoff that, oops, we screwed up. They got away. Chief Surhoff. Oh boy. Well, at this point, folks, we're going to go ahead and call it a part. I am the infamous Jay, and I will see you next time in part 11 of the Let's Play Champions Online playthrough when we do the Westside Intrigue Cumulation. I'll see you then.